Good afternoon, everyone. My name is Benjamin, and welcome to a one last discussion, I guess, before election day, at least for normally scheduled videos. Tomorrow, I'm going to be doing another live stream, and I still haven't figured out exactly what I'm going to do, but I have an idea. I have a very fun idea. So today I want to talk about the governor's races, and there's some. This is actually a fairly boring slate of states for a governor's race. New Hampshire and Vermont are, I think, the only two states that have gubernatorial elections every 2 years, as they were both up in 2018 and, of course, 2016. Both governors are extremely popular and are polling extremely far ahead of their opponents, and that would be Phil Scott and Chris Sununu, two of the three New England Republican governors who are extremely popular within their own states, the other being Charlie Baker in Massachusetts, though I suspect that conservative Republicans, even in Massachusetts, don't quite like him. Actually, I think Charlie Baker has a higher approval rating among Democrats than he does among Republicans within his own state. Something similar in Vermont with Phil Scott. Both of them are, I think, considered a little too liberal, but they are two of, I would say, three remaining liberal Republicans in elected office. Unless you want to consider Murkowski or Collins. And that should show you just, how the parties have changed. Delaware really isn't a race, so I'm not going to talk about it. Same thing with Washington and Jay Inslee. Inslee is easily favored. Montana might. A lot of people think Montana might be competitive, and I could put this in a different category, but I'm fairly certain that Montana is going to vote for the Republican candidate up there. Same with North Dakota, same with Utah, except those two aren't even really in question. Missouri really isn't up for debate, and Jim Justice is doing extremely well in West Virginia, so yeah. Indiana is very much in favor. It's in favor of the Republican, though there is a faction of Republicans who definitely want to see him gone, and they supposedly bolted for the Libertarian candidate, who has one of the best names of any candidate this cycle, and that is Donald Rainwater. That is just a brilliant name. And then North Carolina, Roy Cooper is probably going to win another term in the governor's mansion down there in Raleigh. But yeah, the governor's races are a little bit dull when they're on cycle. The midterm governor's races are a lot more interesting. And then, of course, you've got next year, you're going to have Virginia, New Jersey. I can't remember if Louisiana, Mississippi, Kentucky are going to be 21 or... No, they're going to be 23. Louisiana, Mississippi, Kentucky. The rest of the states are going to have their governor's races in 2022. And there we're going to see some rather interesting situations in a lot of them. Simply because, yeah, it's a lot of interesting things happen in governor's races. Simply because gubernatorial campaigns are a lot less nationalized. This is why you can have safe Republican governorships in Vermont and Massachusetts, because apparently they like Republicans in the governor's mansion in those states. But, you know, I think this is a fairly safe assumption to make regarding who's going to win the governor's races. Anyway, that's going to be it for today. If you're new to the channel, likes, comments, subscriptions genuinely do help, and I greatly appreciate them. I've been stunned by the channel growth the past couple of days. And I want to thank each and every one of you who has subscribed since my last upload. Basically, I can't go a day without seeing 3 or 4 subscription notifications on my phone. I want to thank everyone who's done so. Useful links are down in the description as always, and I greatly appreciate anyone checking those out and checking my math. Or the other one, which is slightly different. But anyway, I want to thank everyone for watching. Hope you enjoyed. See you next time. Take it easy. Bye-bye.